Yeah, absolutely. Sounds
I'm
good.
excited. I'm excited. So Brianne, tell me a little bit about like where do you live?
So I actually am originally from South Jersey, but I currently live just outside Philly.
Okay, very, very cool. I went there
Hmm.
like 2 years ago for the first time.
Yeah,
And
how'd you like it?
yeah, that's awesome.
Hmm.
I love it. Now, how long have you been a coach? What fitness program are you doing? And tell me a little bit about like all the beginning stuff.
So I've actually only been with Beachbody for like a month now. I am currently doing Max 30, per your suggestion, and I love it. I actually just got out of the shower because I finished my I think it was Tabata Strength today,
Yeah,
and that just kicked my ass. But it was good. It was a good ass kicking for sure.
I love it.
And I've been a coach the entire time just because Danielle was like, "Hey, you should be a coach and get the discount," and I'm like, "Yeah, discount." Um, but honestly, like the more I do it and the more I'm like getting into the program, the more that I like want to learn about it and the more that I want to tell other people about it and like why it's so great and how they can get the results they want, whether it's, losing weight or just finding that body positivity. That's something that I've kind of found so far. So
I love that. I love that. So I love the program. I love how you're going into it like that. I will be honest. I think some of the coaches that really are jump in like you are some of the best coaches because they're just like, you know what? They're like 30 days in. They're like, why would I not share this? So
yeah,
I
exactly.
think that that's actually such a great way. Hey, Miss Danielle, good to see you.
Hi,
Hi,
Danielle.
good to see you. So
I didn't know.
what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through each of your guys' goals, but I also want to kind of share. And I don't, do you guys, I'm just going to ask this. Do you guys know me? Like, do you know who I am? Like, a little bit of my
Hmm.
background maybe, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I always ask that because maybe you don't. And I didn't start this to work the business. I literally was a discount coach, just like you. Like, Bran, here's one thing I want you never to forget. Don't ever discredit a single person and discount. Because I will tell you guys this. My best coaches are my discount coaches. In fact, my coaches that want to work the business are the ones that suck. They really, like, they never work it. My discount ones go in and they get great results. And then they're like, dude, I got friends asking me, like, what do I do? And I'm like, they're the ones because you're on fire, because you went in for the right reasons. Here's the thing that coaches forget. Never stop being a challenger. And I think that sometimes when people go in, and I'm not saying always, because it's not always, but they go in and they try to work the business and they try to learn it all at once. First of all, you're never going to learn it all, okay?
Hmm.
But then sometimes they get overwhelmed. So I want to break this down super easy for you guys. But I'm a little bit of a tough love person, and I'm not going to buttercup things for you. And I was trained by a very, 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 very hard, tough loving coach. So I'm not going to be to that level, but I definitely am going to give you guys a little bit of tough love that is really in a place that will make you only successful, because it's how I've been trained as a coach. And I truly believe when I look at Danielle and I look at all of our top coaches on our team, they all do exactly what I do and exactly what I'm going to tell you guys today. And it actually is the reason why I have six of them working together closely, because they are separated from so many of the other coaches because of this one thing I'm going to tell you guys, okay? So you are the CEO of your own business. You are. So you cannot, and I'm just going to say, like, you cannot come into this and really go to Danielle for everything. I want you guys to go in and be like, I am the CEO of $1 million business. I am a 15-star diamond, even though you're like, I don't know what that is yet, but that's like really, really crazy. So not to like boast about it, but like my coach, we still just like mind boggling. She makes 40 grand a week, $40,000 a week. You are the CEO of $1 million company, and you've got to treat it like that. So what that's going to mean, any of the questions that you have in this business, there are 2 areas that you want to go to first. I want you guys to write this down. And this is actually what I was taught in my business, and it literally changed everything. If I have a question, actually there's 3 areas and then there's 4. There's 4 total, but there's 2 I want to spend a lot of time on. If you ever want to know anything in this business, the first thing to do is YouTube it. I guarantee it is out there. Like, it could be like, I can't poop, I'm drinking Shakeology, how do I, what recipe? And I guarantee there's like a YouTube video for it, right? So YouTube is your best friend. In fact, anytime I have a question with my business, it actually is the very first place I go. I could easily go on my Coach Online, website, but sometimes, something I'm like, okay, if I don't type it exactly right, it doesn't show up. So I literally will go to YouTube first, look for the question. I will then go into the coach page, and this is me as a brand new coach. I was trained to do this because my coach has 18,000 coaches on our team, and I have 1,800, so I'm not at that point yet, right? And so YouTube was my best friend anytime I wanted to grow. Second was the coach page. So there's all these new coaches in there, and if you have a question, here's the one thing, you guys, it's so important that I want you to know. There is never a dumb question, like ever. You could be like, how do I find a Shakeology recipe? I don't even, like you might think it is, it's not. And I think what's really great is I want you guys to really become a family with the coach page and go in there and ask questions, because the cool thing that's going to happen is Danielle's going to be able to help you guys more efficiently if you actually do it this way, because you're going to either grow and find it out on your own on YouTube, which I guarantee you will. Like YouTube is like the bomb, or Google it, but I usually YouTube it. Or if you can't, then you'll go to the coach page and you'll become friends with other coaches as well, not just Danielle. Like all my coaches are now friends, and they like literally text each other, and it's so cool. But you know why? Because I made them do these things. I said, okay, you're a coach, that's awesome. And here the other thing is, I told my coaches, text me anytime, but here's what I want you to do first. YouTube it, go on the coach page, ask the question. The third step is go on your website. You can go to FAQ at the bottom, ask any question. And the fourth thing is to go to your upline. And I'm only sharing this with love with you guys because it is the only thing that will make you successful in this business. Those hustlers, those people that go out and figure it out on their own are the ones that are going to do it. So one of the questions you guys probably have is, okay, I'm a brand new coach. What is the very first step when I decide I want to be a coach? What should I do first? I guarantee you, YouTube that, there's probably thousands of videos, okay? So we're gonna have Danielle grab one of those and tag you guys in the Race for Fitness Barbie Beast Mode group at some point this week, even tonight, whatever you want to, Danielle. But I want you guys to do the work as well, because there are so many amazing coaches. You can watch their stuff, maybe connect with them. That is how I grew this business, you guys. I did not do it by asking my upline anything. I'm not telling you Danielle's not there for you, but I will tell you, when I watch and I work with the top coaches in this industry, the ones that are hustlers and the ones that figure out on their own, and I guarantee you'll find it like that, are the ones that are crushing it, okay? And I wanted to share that because I really try to set that precedence for my coaches. The other thing is too, I love your guys' goals, and I wrote them down. The thing that I want you to be so present with is that in this business, being a coach, the very first thing that you need to spend the most amount of time on is you. If you don't spend the most amount of time on you, I spend, even as a leader, we talk about the more you grow, the more I feed my mind. Like I literally will feed my mind with calls, but then I'm listening to books in the afternoon. Maybe I'm folding laundry, going for a drive, I'm in the grocery store, whatever. I'll be like, I got 5 minutes. And then literally it changes my train of thought. But I want you guys to remember, don't ever forget why you started this. The very first thing, so I know it was Danielle, let's see, following through with things. I know you guys, a lot of people are like following through with things, and just you've got to be committed to it. I'm going to talk about what you're going to do to make that happen. But when you first started, what was that in your soul that made you take that leap of faith? So what makes a great coach is you never forget that. You guys, before I got on this call, I'm not going to cry. I was crying with my 11-year-old daughter because I come home and both my girls are treating us with such disrespect. Just little things. I'm not going to go into what it was, but it was just like complete disrespect. So right now in the other room, she's writing a letter to me to tell me how she respects her mom and how sorry she is for the way she treated me. And do you know why? I looked at her and I said, you are so damn fortunate to have this life that you have. And I constantly remind, maybe I'm like killing my kids, but I don't want them to forget where we came from. This is not normal. People dropping their kids off in Lamborghinis at school is not normal. That is not real life. That is la la land. And I need them to know that. But you guys, I will never forget where I came from. And I'll tell you, a lot of coaches do. And so what is the very first thing that's going to make it so that you don't forget that? And this is so important, you guys. The biggest mistake I made in my business as a coach is this very thing. I did not feed my mind every day. I am not kidding you. when I was a brand new coach, I was like, yeah, food's a big part of it, but the workout's everything. And feeding the mind, I'm like, yeah, I'll do it when I can. So I kind of got results and I kind of grew a business because I wasn't feeding my mind and I was focusing on the workout when food's 80% of it. So I kind of got a sort of kind of results. But the moment that I changed my mindset and I made a decision that I was going to work this business, and I have a video I'm going to share with you guys tomorrow in the team page that's all about the decision and what it looks like to make that decision. It's a 50-minute video that I made for another team that they watched. And now her coaches are like totally crushing the business because it was literally, it's full on just calling it what it is, okay? But you've got to make that decision. You've got to make the decision you are going to live all 4 vital behaviors. All 4. This business is simple. It's not hard. It's making a decision to work all 4, but making it really, really, really crucial that you don't forget the most important ones. And on this call with this other team, what I did is I actually talked about, thank you, baby. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'll read it when I get off this call, okay? Okay, thank you. I'm known as the not nice mom in the neighborhood because I don't put up with crap. I'm sorry. Like, you know what? You treat me with respect. I'm older than you. So, okay. So the 2 things that I talked about on this call with this other team that are so important, you guys, out of the 4 vital behaviors, the 2 that I think that are absolutely the most important if you truly want to work this business is feeding the mind. Personal development is number 1. You guys, it was the one that I put last as a brand new coach. Your confidence. So I'm going to read your guys' goals. And when I read your guys' goals, right away, I was like, the answer is what you're feeding your mind. And as a brand new coach, that's hard sometimes because you're like, I'm trying to figure all this out. But can I tell you guys, if you forget a couple of them, do not forget to feed your mind and invite. Those are the 2 that I spend the most amount of time on. Inviting and feeding the mind. Then I'm going to get my workout in. I'm going to drink my shake. Those are like no-brainers. Sometimes I skip the workout. I've been really bad lately. And then I'm going to go to telling everybody how amazing they are. That's every morning I do that in the challenge groups as well. So I want you guys to be aware of what it takes to be a great coach. It takes a hustle. It takes you like owning right now that you're going to be the CEO of your business without leaning on Danielle, knowing she's there, but also committing to the 4 vital behaviors. And if you want to know how to come out on social media, you can use our file section in our coach group, but just do it. You know, it's so funny. I have people tell me all the time, like, I don't know where to start. I'm like, you're overthinking it just by saying it out loud. Just go. Like I remember the very first time I posted on social media about it, I just did it to tell the world I need help. I need to hold myself accountable. And I'm going to come out and kind of share this journey along with the rest of my life. Okay. So let's see, Brianna, I want to read your goal. It says, learning to love and appreciate my body. So right away, Brianne, the very first thing immediately when I saw that was one of your goals was feed the mind. Because to love and appreciate your body, it starts here. It is a crazy thing, you guys. I don't know it all. I've got a lot to learn. I am far from perfect. I have days I wake up and I'm like, I hate myself. I have days that, or I'm like, oh my God, I don't know if I can be a leader today. I'm supposed to motivate people. How? Instantly, you know what I do? Feed the mind. In the past, that mindset would have went on for 2 weeks. And then I would have ate like 10 dozen cookies. And then I would have skipped the gym. And then I would have ate my kids' food. And then I would have sat down and watched Lifetime and didn't do the laundry. And then I would have known why my life was falling apart, right? So right now, I want you to recognize that loving your body starts with the mind. So what I would do, Brianne, is I would actually get personal development that revolves around that. That's your thing right now. So like, honestly, I was talking with all of my leaders. I was like, personal development is exactly that, personal. It's personal. What I read is not going to be the same thing that you guys are going to read. I'm constantly doing leadership books. I'm constantly wanting to grow as a leader and learn. So you guys aren't there yet. So yeah. And like I was telling them on a call a few weeks ago, back in like, oh my gosh, when Beachbody reached out to me to be part of the test group, it was so funny. I just got back from New York and it was like the next day, and I don't know what happened, but my confidence was just really struggling this last fall. I was like, what? And, I didn't know if our team was going to hit elite, and I had all these fear because I didn't believe, right? So I actually recognized that right away as, oh, Rhonda, you got to fill your mind with confidence. So I put the leadership books down, and I was like, right now, in this season where I'm at right now, I've got to be brave. And I have to know that God instilled this in me. So that's what I really dove into. Now I'm good. I'm like, dude, I got that. Now I'm like, okay, going into January, I want some more badasses. How are we going to do this, right? So back into leadership mode. All of you guys are going to have something different, but there's something you're struggling with in life or in this business. Instantly look for the mind and what it is that you're feeding it with, because I guarantee it's directed towards that. So be specific on the personal development you do based off your goal. Some is time management. I think one of you guys was here. I think Morgan was, or one of you guys, let's see how to work, follow through a challenge. I thought one of them, maybe it was one of the other ones. If you struggle with time management and you struggle with getting every single thing done, that won't be the book you read. You're going to read the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins, and you're going to get off your butt and you're going to go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and you're going to do it. Best Audible ever. If you guys aren't sure about Audibles, her Audible and Girl Wash Your Face are the best Audibles I've actually ever listened to, because it's actually done. A lot of times it's those wah, wah people, they're saying it and you're just like, oh, I'm going to fall asleep there's a book called, and it's one of the best ever by Brian Tracy, called No Excuses. Oh, the person reading it, I can't even finish it. And it's one of the best books ever. So if you struggle with time management, recognize that that's where you got to feed your mind. I'm at the point where it's like, that's not at all. I've got such a routine. It's like, and of course I'm going to slip, right? But for me, it's going to be different. For Danielle, all you guys are going to have different things to feed your mind. Brianne, you need things to challenge yourself. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to make things hard. I want you to step out of your comfort zone and be challenged. So as soon as we get off this call, I don't know, you're in Jersey, 6 o'clock. I want you to craft something and put it on Facebook and be like, all right, I got something big to share. Have you come out yet, Brianne? Have you come out of the closet yet? Okay, you got to come out of the closet. Okay, so here's what I want you to do, because you need to be challenged. And Danielle is going to ask you if she has permission to challenge you as your upline coach. So I always ask, can I have permission to challenge you in this area that you want to grow in? And if you say yes, she's going to throw it your way in the challenge group, and you're going to do it, okay? Because you want to be challenged. I got to tell you, this business, it is so amazing because it makes you want to grow. I don't want to stay in the same spot anymore. I think y'all should come to Arizona. We should all fly somewhere and do a Tough Mudder together, or a Spartan race together. I think we should all be challenging always. We should just, why should we not challenge each other in everything? Physically, mentally, business, whatever. Challenge yourself. Do you know, when I first started this business, I would a lot of times go, oh, just send. And I would send, and I'd be like, oh my God, I sent it, oh my God. And then I never died. I never died. In fact, it was always really great. I always find those are some of the best posts. So, Brianne, do a post where it's you in it, not your dog. It could have your dog in it, but not here's the one thing I dislike, because I've been taught to do this from my upline. I don't like when people have something really big to share and it's a motivational quote, or it's a picture of something from Beachbody. It's nobody can relate to that. They've got to relate to your face. So I want you to put something out there and say, I've got something really big to share, and I'm really scared to share it, and I've been keeping a secret from you. However you want to word it, and say, do you want to know what it is? And ask a question at the very end and see what the response is like. I do this all the time when I have something really big and I can't quite share it, because I get really, really excited. So when we were finally able to buy a house after losing everything, I didn't know if it was going to happen, but 6 months before it happened, I started kind of planting seeds. I was like, I got something really big to share, I think. Do you want to know what it is, And just getting people excited. So Brianne, I challenge you to do that. Okay. And then Danielle's going to ask you if she's going to push you. She's going to do the same things that we do, because she sees a great leader in you already. Learning more about the biz. So this, Brianne, for sure, is just honestly, without question, you want to learn more about the business, there's 2 things I was taught to do. So on the, you can look it up, but under files in the coach group or the training group, there is a live power hour. And you can actually look them up on YouTube. There's tons of live ones, but I actually have a script that's in there that tells you exactly what to do in your business in 1 hour. And we're going to do live power hours this month as well for fun. Actually, we might do one this week, but I also want to celebrate with champagne with the whole team too. And I also want to have fun. So we're going to do that as well. We can always do maybe a partial if people want to, whatever. We'll kind of see what happens. But learn more about the biz is I started diving into my live power hours. I started diving into learning more about the business by going, and the reason I'm bringing this up to you is because the live power hour that we have under files that we do as a team together, one of the questions, I think it's question number 9 or 8, it says go into your online office on your website and look something up. So when I first became a coach, and raise a hand if you guys feel this way, I was mortified by the Coach Online office. I was overwhelmed by it. I didn't know how to find anything and I was terrified. Anybody? Right? Okay, so little hint, when you log in and you go all the way to the bottom, you can click on FAQ and then you can type in anything you're looking for and it'll show up. And it'll show you how, it's like a Google on your website. But here's what I did. Part of the live power hour is every day going on your website and learning a little bit more about it. And then maybe you're like, well, I'd like to go on my website and learn more about it, but I can't even navigate it. Well, then what you would do is go to YouTube and say, all right, navigating the Beachbody website. And it will literally show you guys, and you can grab little things. When I wanted to learn more about Shakeology and have confidence about Shakeology and talking about it to people, I started watching YouTube videos on it. I'm like, what? I want to learn how people talk about it. I don't know how to even talk about it. I'm like, it's really good. You should have some. It'll change your life. And it's not a protein shake. And it's really expensive, but I think you should have it. That's what I did. Yeah, that didn't work out so well. I didn't get a lot of customers, right? So I started YouTubing how to talk about it. And now I can literally be like, when somebody comes up to me and say, you guys said, hey, Rhonda, what is Shakeology? I'd be like, it's life-changing. Literally, it's a meal I take every single day. I haven't taken vitamins in 6 years. It has over 40 fruits and vegetables, over 70 superfoods. And it's a meal that I fit into my grocery bill every single day. And it's gotten rid of my tendonitis. It's given me energy. It's dropped my body fat. Do you want to learn more about it? Oh, is it a protein shake? No, it's not. It's a superfood shake. But I'll send you some information on it on Facebook and I'll kind of share it. You'll be blown away and then we'll chat about it. Instant, I can do it in my sleep because I've done all the research of the areas that I lacked confidence in this business. You will lack confidence in everything in this business. There's things, if you ask me, I've had some of my higher up coaches ask me a question, I'm like, I don't know. Hey, will you look that up and let me know? I don't know everything because I only know some of the things that I've maybe had to look up and find out for myself, right? So if there's an area that you want to learn more about in the business, I want every single one of you guys to commit to watching one YouTube video per day in whatever area it is you want to learn. Maybe it's the online office. Maybe it's inviting. Maybe it's like, man, what are those first steps when I become a coach? What should I do first? There's a billion YouTube videos on that. A ton. So many, you guys will be blown away. And then find a YouTube person that you love and connect with and subscribe to their channel. Okay? There is a guy who's phenomenal. I can't remember. I've actually met him and had dinner with him and I can't remember his name right now, but he is one of my favorite. But let's see. Danielle says, following through that. Okay, so 5-second rule. 5-second rule on Miracle Morning. If you really struggle with structure in your life and you're trying to figure out how to have these things happen within your life, Miracle Morning and 5-second rule are some of the best books. But you have to remember your why every single day. And you guys have to remember, what do you do in this business? 80 to 90%, and you're a brand new coach, so 100% of the time goes towards you. You don't have a team. It's all you. So feed your mind, do your workout, drink your shake, check in the challenge groups. Never forget to be a challenger, you guys. It's where you fell in love originally, right? Don't ever forget to be a great challenger. And when you have a bad day, I have a new group that I set up today, a lot of you guys might be in, and I literally, a couple of posts, I was like, Yeah, and I have 4 more cookies today. Yeah, I need to get back on track. Yeah, I own my crap in there because you know why? I wrote it, so tomorrow I'm not gonna have any more cookies. I came home and I told my husband I was gonna eat. I'm not gonna eat good. I'm gonna eat good. I swear, all the people do back east, well, where I was, not Philly. Where am I saying Philly? But Pittsburgh. All they do is eat carbs. Oh my God! Like I was like dinner last night. The whole thing is carbs. I was like, where's the meat? Are there veggies? Is there good fat? Oh, screw it. Whatever. You know what I mean? So like I come back and I'm like 4 more cookies. And I'm like, my little girl made cake pops, red velvet cake pops. How do you say no to that? But I went into the new challenge group and I was like, tomorrow's day 1. I'm sucking wind over here. I just ate 4 more cookies. And I never forget to be a challenger. I think it's so easy as you guys grow that you just post and you're like, okay, checking, got my work on. Oh, no. What are your goals? What are you having a hard time holding yourself accountable for? So Danielle, if you're having a hard time following through with your workout or whatever, be in there and be like, guys, hold me accountable. Check in on me tomorrow. Will you tag me so that you can make sure I did it? I've had coaches actually do that. They're like, hey, will you be my partner in here and we can like help each other on this? And be like, tag me. If you guys don't see me tomorrow, know that like I died or something or I didn't show up. So I need your help. Like own whatever area. Not everybody loves to work out. I love to work out. Like, so that's not always a hard thing for me, but some people hate it. So maybe that's an area you're like, man, I got to get that done. You know, maybe you don't eat your kids' food anymore and you like keep eating the red velvet, you know, damn cake balls that are so good. You go in and you say, guys, tomorrow I'm not going to have any red velvet cake balls. Be a human in there and just have fun. Don't forget to be a challenger. Toning up. So Danielle, and toning up, my first thing would do is I would start researching what that takes. And that really does take, and I know you probably have access to the Shred Plan, owning in on those foods. And this is the cool thing. You don't have to be 100%, but owning it and kind of being like, all right, I'm going to own what this is and I'm going to commit. So here's Rhonda. I'm going to give you guys an idea because I think we put too much pressure on ourselves. So I actually told a bunch of people this week and that I used to be the girl. So you guys don't know because you probably didn't know me like 4 or 5 years ago, but I was the girl that would wait all week to have the glass of wine. I was the girl that I'm going to be good all week. And then if I was bad for a second, I would beat myself up. Like, oh, it's all over. I'm never going to get to my goal. And then I'd have that glass of wine on Friday and I was bitter because that pissed me off. I had to wait till Friday for that. I actually told them this, and because they, one girl's down 60 pounds and I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And I was like, I'm so glad I don't live that way anymore. Thank you, Lord, right? So if there is an area that you're trying to kind of get to the next level, and whether it be your fitness, here's kind of my goal, Danielle, I wanted to share with you is, so it sounds really pitiful and it is what it is, but I have to set very small goals with food because I love food. So Tuesday through Thursday, oh crap. I have a Christmas party on Wednesday. I thought it was on Thursday. So what I was going to say is I was going to eat really good till then, but I'm going to have some alcohol on Friday or on Wednesday. And I'm going to eat really, really good so that when I go to this party we still have 9 minutes left, right? I think it was Danielle. This meeting has been upgraded. Okay, cool.
Actually, I can keep going.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm almost done, and then I'll have you guys ask questions. But I wanted to be real with you guys. Don't ever not share your realness in the challenge groups because you want to know that that's where good coaches are created. Do you know why? You're going to share real and vulnerable things in there. You're going to become really close to them, and it's going to allow you to start to be able to do that on social media eventually. Because you're doing it in a small group there, it's going to become easier as you grow. Don't look at coaches like, Danielle, where she's at, or me, some of the, personal things that I share now. That's 6 years in. I didn't share a lot of those things in the beginning. So what I do is I'll come in. I've got a party on Wednesday that I'm going to with my husband for his company. And absolutely, I'm going to have a couple glasses of wine. But you know what that means? Do you know what that means? My ass is not messing up tomorrow, and it is not messing up on Wednesday, and it is not messing up on Thursday. I got 3 days where I'm going to follow that Shred Plan because you know what? I want to have fun when I'm there, but I don't want to feel like I'm on a diet. I want to be able to enjoy my life. I don't even know what Pittsburgh did to me yet. I have no idea, but I know it ain't pretty. But what I'm saying is you guys have got to share those things. And you know what also you need to do? You need to share them on social media. I purposely share all the crap, although I should have shared all the stuff at dinner last night because that would have blown your guys' mind. I was so tired at that point. I'm like, I'm so done posting. But share it because it shows people that you are just like them. I used to get people that would message me and be like, so, hey, Rhonda, like, I see your results and I see you posting, and do you ever have cake or wine, or do you ever have a bad day? Like, do you ever fall off your diet? And I was like, oh my gosh. But you know what that told me? I wasn't sharing. So I really make sure to share as much of it as possible because I want people to know that I am no different or more special than them. The last thing I want to say is, Brandon, Danielle, Rhonda, and Danielle up top, we are no different or more special than you. We are doing the exact same thing that you guys are doing every single day. The only difference between us and you is more time on our feet. That's it. So it was actually really cool to watch all of my experienced coaches go through getting our team to elite, that when some of them were trying to get their teams to diamond, I was as well. I was doing the exact same thing they were doing every day. They're like, oh my God, I got to sign one more coach. I need one more person. I'm like, me too. Me too. I'm going to commit to helping 2 more people this week. How about you guys? They're doing the same damn thing I'm doing. I'm not doing anything different. The only thing is there's more time that we've been doing it. So when you make this commitment, make the commitment and use the coach group to ask questions. And then also use the challenge group. You guys, when I stopped being a good challenger is when I got bad results, physical and mental results, because I wasn't sharing my journey. That's where the magic happens. That's why you guys are on this call, right? And I want to let you guys know one last thing and then have you guys kind of chat for a second, but these calls are special. This time is earned. I don't give this to just anybody, but when my coaches tell me that they've got coaches that want to work this business, and then if I hear that you guys are doing a damn good job after this call, I want another call with you. But if I hear that you didn't implement any of it, I don't want another call with you. I love you, but you have to earn it. So just like if I want a call with my coach that has 18,000 coaches, I better be doing my job. Otherwise, I'm the last person she's going to have a call with. And I say that with love, but we have such a big team and so many people doing so many amazing things that if you implement what we say, we're going to run with you. And we are going to get you the most amazing business and results because you decided to implement these things. And that's the cool part, is you get to be a part of this. You're going to slip, you're going to fail, you're going to make mistakes. But you know what's really great? Let them grow you, not break you. Do you ever find that those mistakes and those slips are actually the ones that push you forward and they made you realize how bad you needed it? Don't ever forget that. So I want you guys to ask any questions. I know it's kind of a lot to kind of talk about. I really wanted to be real about how this business works. It's you. It's you. It's all you. And it's all you. You have an amazing team with all the tools. We can answer every single question you have without question. You need to know exactly where you have to go first. Okay. Which if you haven't had coming out posts, then, you know, even Danielle, do a post tonight and say, you know, hey, I got something super scary to share. And I cannot wait to share with you what I've been doing. I've been hiding something from you. However you guys want to say it. Do you want to know? And of course, you know what everyone's going to say, right? You're pregnant, right? But like, have fun with it. You know, it's amazing. You know, friends and families are asking you what you guys are doing. You know they are. They see a difference in you and everything. They're like, what is it? What is different about you? And then you can come out and start sharing your journey. And we will teach you how to do that. So don't try to see the whole staircase. Don't think about past that. Let's worry about that first one. Because I remember I avoided that first one because I was like, I don't know what to say if somebody reaches out to me. Don't even worry. We're going to help you. We're going to lead you in that direction. So if somebody asks you a specific question, or if somebody, here's the other thing. I had to lead with confidence. If somebody reached out to me and they had bad knees and they were 70 years old and they were, 60 pounds overweight, how was I going to know how to help this person? But you know what I knew? I had a team. So I could go on the team and say, hey guys, I've got this person, what do I do? Just go and learn as you go. You will never learn anything. I shared in the new group today, knowledge is power. And it was my favorite quote last year, and I actually kind of hate it now. I really, really do. Knowledge is not power in any way, shape, or form unless you implement it. It's not. And I shared in the new challenge group today, like a post, and I was a little harder on it because I was like, you know what? I get the same questions in the challenge groups every single month. Where's this? Where's that? I'm like, you didn't go and look. I want them to look. I want you guys to do the same thing. And I want you to go and look. These areas that you want to grow in are going to be different than Danielle's, going to be different than Brianne's, going to be different than Morgan's. They're going to be different. You guys all are growing differently. And I want you to go out and just do one thing each day that's going to help you grow in the area that you need to grow in. And then I want you to go out and start sharing your journey. Come out of the closet, tag all of us. So the one thing I always say too, if somebody's really scared to do a coming out post, so if you do I have a secret to share tonight, which is Monday, then you can do a coming out post tomorrow night. And you always want to do them at 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night. And then you can tag all of us. Go in the coach group and say, hey guys, this is what I always tell my coaches do. Super scared. I've got a coming out post to do. Can I tag some of you guys in the post so that way, we can all cheer me on, right? Because I don't know how you want to say it, but here's the thing you worry about. You do the post, nobody likes it. You tag us, we're going to be like, girlfriend, you ready to kick? Yeah! We're going to give you virtual high fives. You're like, oh my God, this is so easy. Why did it take me so long? And then you're going to rock it, right? So I want to get you guys have any questions. I know it's kind of a basic call of just like where to go and where to start. But I hope it was able to give you some direction on this is where I'm at and this is what I need to do to make it happen. We've got the training, we've got all these things to make you do, but you have to take that first step to get to the ultimate thing that you want to. Brianne, do you have any questions?
I think my biggest question that I have is just how did you integrate like the social media aspects? I feel like that's something that I'm okay with social media, but it's something that I kind of want to develop and grow. So like what steps did you take to kind of bolster the social media presence?
So when I first started, I actually didn't have social media till a year before I became a coach. And the only reason I had it was because I moved away from home. And I wanted my mom to be able to see pictures of the girls. And I remember in Texas, I was sitting there. I didn't even know how to upload a photo on my computer. Like I literally, and there wasn't this whole iPhone thing where you would upload it from your phone. I'm like, I don't even know. Like that wasn't even existing back then. It sounds like the dinosaur age, doesn't it? But I literally just started and I started watching videos that taught me how to grow my social media. And every day I would spend a little bit of time in that one area. But the other thing too I want to share with you guys, when our team has team calls, don't miss them. Don't miss them, be on them. And I'll tell you why. Like when I was a brand new coach and my coach would say, if you don't come on these team calls, I'm not gonna take you serious. Do you know why? It gives you an opportunity to not only grow with the whole team, but it gives you, like Brianne, you being able to ask this question, we can go directly to what you need. We can answer those questions for you. And so I never miss a team call literally for 3 years until I grew a team to where then now our calls are at the same time. And then I watch her recording still. So what I would do is make sure that, but to grow my social, I honestly researched how to make it work. And it's actually quite interesting that Instagram is my jam because I actually started on Facebook. Mm-hmm. And I don't even know what happened other than I will tell you this. I grew great relationships on Instagram, just being me, just like sharing my journey, but my kids, my family. And I found it easier for me to be able to just talk to them on Instagram. And it was really fun. And I think Instagram too, at the time, not that it's really this way, people are kind of silly, they think this, but they feel like people can't see what you're writing as much. Well, they really can. But there's like not that scroll on Facebook where you can see what people are saying. So I found like at the time it was where people went, and it really is where people go a lot. But here's what I want you to do is whatever social media platform you want to grow, that's the one you spend the most time on. So there are top coaches that kill Facebook. Like they do such a good job. They love it. I can't stand Facebook. It annoys me. I'm like, oh my God. Like my mom's on there sharing puppies all the time. And then my mother-in-law is sharing all these flowers in the fields. I'm like, seriously, people? Is that real life? No. So I'm just like, I don't get Facebook. It's not my thing. I love Instagram. Like I swear these people are my best friends. I really do. Because we have fun together. But what I did is I started watching videos. So if you guys do this, are you guys both on Instagram?
Yeah.
Okay. Jatana Jackson so write her name down. Jatana Jackson.
Can you spell that?
With a J. Yeah, it is Jatana Jackson. Go to Jatana Jackson 2017 Beachbody Summit. She shared the most amazing knowledge behind Instagram on how to work it, what it looks like, and why, and how to grow a following. I do everything that she says, everything. The only thing when she was talking that I wasn't as good about and I'm much better about is she talks about why we need to use hashtags and locations on stories. And I wasn't as good on that, and I completely have changed that. So she'll kind of tell you guys what to do. So watch that video, and here's what I do to stay less overwhelmed. Because you guys, you want to grow in so many different areas. Know that you've got the rest of your life. Make it like a forever thing, not a I've got to learn it all now thing. What I would do when I listen to a video or I'm on a call is I'll take notes, but what I'll do is I'll grab 2 things from that call that I will implement right away. 2 things. I'm like, oh, these are 2 things that I'm going to start just incorporating. And that allows me to be able to do it without being overwhelmed. Instead of like the 17 things they tell you to do. You're like, oh my gosh, well, let me at least start here. And so then it allows you to grow and learn as you go. And then go back and watch those videos if you need to. So I want to get real quick a picture of you guys. Let's see. Oh, okay. Where are we at here? Oh, I'm so sorry. Okay, you guys ready? I'm going to get a little picture of you guys. Okay, ready, set, smile. So that is my biggest suggestion. My social media, I really have grown by watching YouTube videos. But here's what I found is there was a time within my business that was all I did is grow my social media. And I still, every single week, I'm growing on working my social media. So I have, and I don't want to overwhelm you guys, but like kind of a new project I'm working on. I've got 4 other businesses that I'm working with that want me to rep their stuff and give things for free. And I've got to do 3 more of them. And I'm doing it because it is based off my brand and who I am. And I'm so excited for a couple of them. And so it's a way that I can grow my social media from what I've already done. So there's trends that are constantly changing. Like I'll be doing giveaways and different things just for fun. And I think it's really cool as long as you're doing it based off who you are. I see some people giving their coaches and they're giving away other like shakes and different things. And I'm like, that is so bad. Like that's just not how you really want to do it. But so there's a lot of different ways as you guys research this that you'll be able to see of how you can grow your social media. And like I said, just implement 2 things each day. So Danielle, do you have any questions? Let me unmute you. Or no, I think I can unmute you. I'm not in control of this call.
So my biggest thing is time management. I'm going into my last semester for master's school, plus working full time. So it's.
Where do you live at?
In Jersey.
Okay, you guys. Okay. So you can do this, absolutely. So I don't share. I mean, I share, but like when I started this, I had 3 jobs, and my first one started at 7:30 in the morning, and the last one ended at 10:30 at night. And I had a husband that traveled, and I had no family and 2 little girls, and it was insane. But I had 1 hour per day. I had 1 hour per day to work this business. That was it. So what did I do is every single morning I posted in my challenge groups. And usually, I'll be honest, you guys, in the beginning, a lot of times what I would post in my challenge groups was what I would post on social media. So it kind of was like, I would kind of tie in maybe a struggle I was having or something I killed or how I did something really good. And then a lot of times that would be what I would post on social media. And then I would post some food and some different things, right? I had never been a part of a challenge group, but there was no, I didn't know what I was doing, but we just had fun. It was all people I knew because when you first started is. And then that was like 20 minutes. That took like no time, right? So then I would work the rest of the time on my lunch break on one of my jobs at 5:30 at night. And I would feed my mind. I would return messages, but I committed to literally 1 hour per day. 1 hour per day. But what I did is I zoned in on exactly what it is that I needed. So for you, Danielle, because you are so busy, the 5-second rule, have you read the 5-second rule?
No, I haven't yet.
Oh my gosh, girlfriend, it is going to change your life. Oh, it is so amazing. Like it is so, that girl, I mean, it was like, I wish I would have had that book when I was a new coach. It didn't speak to me as much as like, I don't have an issue with it because I've done it for so long, but there were little things I was putting off where I was like, oh, she's calling me out on these little things. So maybe little areas of your life that she'll do. It is so good. It is such a great book, and it will help you this season of trying to do so many things. It'll really be great. Yeah. So.
Sorry, my mom's cleaning, so.
Oh, you are so good. Do you guys have any last minute questions? No? Danielle, anything you want to add?
No, I'm just so excited because so Danielle and Brianna, I actually dance with them. We all dance at the same studio. So I just see like such good things in both of you, and I know you both can rock this. I mean, I like Miss Rhonda said, I mean, I wouldn't just pick anybody. Like the people that there's more girls that couldn't make it on the call, but there's a reason why, I asked Rhonda to speak to you guys, and really because her time I value so much, and she has so much knowledge and just so much input to give. So, I know you guys will kill this. I know it.
And here's the thing is use a challenge group as your accountability. Use the coach page to grow your business. And then dive in. Like just dive in and figure it out. I think that the coaches that do the best are the ones that go. The ones that try to learn it all and then go, they are never succeed because they will never feel like they've ever learned it all, and you never will. I learn something new every day. And then Danielle, I want you to do something every single day that scares you. Do something every single day that scares you and challenge yourself. You said you want to be challenged. I know for me, when I first started this business, I would every single year, I would set a goal for the year that scared the crap out of me. Like so much, like I wouldn't do it. Like, who am I even setting this goal? And one of them was Tough Mudder, completing Tough Mudder. One of them was walking on stage and competing in a bikini competition. Like that's stupid. Like I don't like, that's like not my world. Not my world in any way, shape, or form. I like don't even get it. Like I'm not a cheerleader. I don't do like all I could see is like that's just not me. But the journey was phenomenal. And I set a goal for our team to be elite. Like I set all these goals because they challenged me to be better. They challenged me to learn and grow myself. So this business, you guys, is such a blessing. It is so ridiculous, and it will grow you into this most amazing mother, the most amazing daughter, the most amazing human. You surround around these people that literally are dreaming huge, ridiculous, right? And I'm going to share my paychecks in the group this week. My coach was kind of getting on me. She's like, you don't share them at all. And I'm like, I know I don't. And I am going to share hers and mine this week with you guys. Not to boast, obviously I'm gonna have a story behind sharing it, but I'm gonna make over $150,000 this year working from home doing this. Now, and this is a rebuilding year for me. I was projected to be making 3 and 4 at this time, but I had a total rebuilding year. And how crazy those things that scare me, you guys, and these hours per day, the first year, I want you to be here a year from now. One of the things that I heard from my upline coach, and I heard on many national wake-up calls, is be committed to be here a year from now. The first year of my business, I learned a lot. I made a lot of mistakes. I really did. I grew so much. And it was about 2 years in to where I was like, okay, literally 2 years in, I was making over 80 grand per year doing this. You guys can be the same way. It's not all about money. You've got to lead with your heart. It's not about that, but I want you guys to see the potential. Where could you be in 4 or 5 years? In 4 or 5 years, would an extra $5,000 per week help? You know what I mean? I do it because I love it. Absolutely love it, and would do this if I wasn't getting paid for it. You can't forget that. So, all right, you guys. So I want you guys each to, a little bit of homework. I want you to follow up with Danielle with a scary goal that you're going to commit to, and I want you to be specific and measurable about it. Now, what do I mean by that? So I want you to be specific about it, what it is, and I want there to be a deadline on it. Because you cannot set a goal, and I'm not going to tell you what to set a goal for. I mean, it could be having your products paid for. It could be, it could be helping 3 or 4 people this month. It could be whatever, helping with time management, and I will make a difference in my business, whatever it might be. It doesn't matter. It's super personal to you. But I want you to, in the next 24 hours, follow up with Danielle, and then she's going to share your goals with me on a goal that you have. And I want to have a deadline to it. I want to know an actual date that you have attached to it. Otherwise, it means nothing. The other thing is I want both of you to do a post within the next 24 hours, hopefully tonight, but I know it's kind of getting late there, say 5, 6, 7 o'clock there, right? That's not too bad. But I know you probably have things going on. So within the next 24 hours, so either tonight or tomorrow night on I've got something scary to share. I'm really scared to share this, whatever. You guys, I've done this so many times in my business because sometimes I'm like, do people even like want to know? Like, I'm like, if I'm going to share something really scary, I'm going to like kind of like bring people into my life a little bit and say, you know, hey, I got something, I'm going to pee my pants. I got something to share. And I'm like super nervous about it. You guys want to know what it is? And they're all going to say you're pregnant. You just know they are, right? But so that's the homework, okay? But that way you guys can and then I want you guys to, any questions you guys have in the coach group, I want you to research learning these very first steps on growing a business. Danielle, remind me to tag you in the coach page in the post I did last week. It's pretty large, but it gives all the very first steps when you become a coach, what you should do first. We've got a lot of those kind of posts for you guys. So go after it and make your dreams happen and know that it's not going to happen overnight, but what you do today, can you imagine where you'd be in 2 and 3 and 4 years later if you were consistent? It's crazy. So, all right, guys.